So now we will see object constructor in JavaScript. So guys, sometimes we need to create many objects of the same type, and basically in order to create the object type, we can use the object constructor function so that we can create many objects out of that particular object constructor. Now guys, it is considered a good practice in order to name the constructor functions with an uppercase first letter. So this we are going to check with the help of examples as well. So previously we had just defined the single object over here by using the person object name, and we were providing the different key value pairs over here, which are the properties for that particular object. Now guys, let us say we have the requirement wherein we have multiple person names, age and gender and the other properties. So in that case, it becomes very important to create the object constructor which is going to work as a object template, and simply we can provide the different parameter values to that particular template and create the person objects out of it. So guys, let us check that as well with the help of examples in VS Code over here. So simply I'm going to create a new file this time, and we will name it as objectconstructor.js file. So guys, inside this file, simply we are going to use the function keyword in order to create the object constructor by using the function keyword. And then over here we will provide the name of the object, that is person. So guys, since we are using the function keyword over here, simply we will say open and close parenthesis, and then inside the open and close curly braces over here, we are going to define all these properties, that is name, age and gender. So guys, simply we will say this followed by dot, and the name over here, it is equal to certain value. Now guys, that particular value will come when this particular object constructor will be called, and when we are calling this object constructor, that is person, we will provide all the values for those properties, that is name, age and gender. So guys, we need to catch all these properties over here inside the open and close parenthesis. So in this case, we will say name, age followed by the gender parameters. So as you can see, this is nothing but a normal function over here with the function name, and then we have the parameters inside the parenthesis, but inside the open and close curly braces, we are going to use this keyword over here in order to refer to this particular object that is getting called from outside of this function. So guys, simply we will say this dot name, it is equal to name over here. Now this name is referring to the parameter name, and the left hand side name, it is the object name over here. Now guys, after this again we will say this followed by dot, and this time we will say age, it is equal to age over here. So again the right hand side is the value, that is the parameter value coming from outside of the function. When this person function will be called over here, we can refer this as the object constructor, and then the left hand side is the object property. Now similarly we will have this followed by dot, and then gender, it is equal to gender over here. So guys, in this way we can create the object constructor, and simply we can call this particular constructor with the help of the different values in order to set the properties of that particular object. So guys, let us try that as well. So simply we will have the const keyword, and let us say we provide the person1 as the variable name, it is equal to, and this time what we will do is we have to use this particular name, that is person over here, that is the function name, also known as object constructor over here. It is expecting 3 values, so this time we will provide the values inside the open and close parenthesis. So what are those values? Simply we will provide these values, that is John, 21 and then male. So first of all we have the string value, that is John, and then we have age, that is 21 years, and then we have the third parameter, that is gender, which is male in this case. So guys, in this way we can provide the values for this particular person. So this is the first person that we have defined. Now guys, similarly we will define the second person as well with another set of values, that is Lily, 20 and female for name, age and gender parameters respectively. So guys, over here we will say person 2, it is Lily this time, the age is 20 years and the gender is female. So as you can see, we have created 2 objects, that is person1 and person2, with the help of the object constructor over here. Now guys, can we print these object properties by using the person name over here. So let us check that as well. So let me just provide the console.log statement over here. What if we simply provide the person1, that is the object name? Let us see what will be the output when we save this file now and try running this code over here. So since this is our 29th tutorial, we will name it as 29 followed by the object constructor over here. So guys, simply we will have the node keyword, that is the command, followed by the name of the JavaScript file. So when we run this file, as you can see, it is undefined right now. So guys, instead of using the variable name directly, either we can have the object method over here that will access all the properties and display according to the project requirements, or simply let us provide the dot character over here and then followed by certain properties. So let's say we provide the person dot name over here in order to access the name of the first person this time, because we are using the person1 object name over here. Let me just save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. As you can see, we are getting the error over here. So person1 dot name, it cannot read the properties of undefined, so we are reading the name this time. So guys, we have done the mistake over here, and with the mistakes we are going to learn a lot about JavaScript. So over here, while creating this particular object, we have to use the new keyword whenever we are going to call the object constructor. So over here, before the person keyword, we have to use the new operator over here, so that the interpreter comes to know that this is the new object that needs to be created with all these values inside the parenthesis over here. Let me just save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So now as you can see, we are getting the first name as John this time. Similarly, let us provide the name of the second person as well. So this time we will say person2 dot name over here, and what name we had provided to the person2, it is Lily. So let us check that as well. And we save this file now and try running this code once again over here. As you can see, John and Lily are getting displayed over here one after another. And this is the main objective of the object constructor. We can use it as a template and then create multiple objects out of that template while providing the different values for the properties of that object. So guys, what we will do is, let us say we have another function this time. So simply we will say this followed by dot, and then we will say display over here, it is equal to function this time, and we are going to print a nice statement in order to check the name, age and gender of that particular object. So simply we will have the console.log statement over here. We will use the string literal, and then we will say name is followed by dollar, and then simply we have the name property over here, and then we will say age is followed by dollar, and then again we will have the age property followed by the gender is, and then we have the gender property over here. So guys, as you can see, we have a very simple statement that is going to access all the properties of the object, and based on the person variable that we use, we can use those variables in order to call this particular display function. So let me just comment out these lines of code over here. And then before this, simply we are going to have another console.log statement, and this time simply we are going to use person1 over here followed by dot, and then we have the display method that is to be called. So guys, this particular display method will help us in order to call this display function, which is going to print this statement, which is going to access all these properties for that particular object, that is person1 over here. It is important to note that we have provided the open and close parenthesis over here while providing the display function. Let me just save this file now and try running this code over here on the terminal. So as you can see, name is John, age is 21 years and gender is male. So guys, in this way we can define the function inside the object constructor as well and call that function. Now guys, why we are getting this particular undefined? That's because when we are calling this function, that is person1.display, it is going to have its own console.log statement that is helping us in order to print this particular statement on the console. Now guys, it is not returning anything. So whatever return value is present, that return value will be printed by using this particular console.log statement. So since this particular function is not returning anything, we are getting the undefined statement over here. So if we return something in this case, so let us say we provide true value over here as the return value. So simply we should be getting the true value over here instead of undefined. So let us check that as well when we save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So as you can see, we are getting the true value as the return value. So guys, in order to avoid the second statement, simply we have to remove the console.log statement over here, and we can simply say person1.display. That's because we have provided its own console.log statement inside the display function. So let me just remove the return value as well when we save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So as you can see, name is John, age is 21 years and gender is male is getting printed now. Similarly, we will print the details of the second person as well. So this time we will say person2.display. So it is just a matter of which object is getting used. So simply we have to use the specific object over here in order to call that particular function, and since we are using this object, that this keyword will point to that particular person2 object only, and it will retrieve the specific values of those properties that is related to that object. So guys, when we save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal, so as you can see, the first line is printing the details of the John person, whereas the second line is printing the details of the Lily person over here. The age is 20 years and the gender is female. So guys, in this way you can easily create the object constructors and define the different properties as well as the functions or the methods as well, and use this constructor in order to create different persons with the required property values inside the parenthesis while you are creating those persons. So guys, comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. Apart from this, we have certain built-in JavaScript constructors as well. So as you can see, we have new object, then we have new array, we have map, set, date, regular expressions, function, and so on. So guys, all these objects we are going to check in the upcoming videos as well. You can also explore about these objects and see how you can create the different variables by using this inbuilt JavaScript constructors. So guys, the next video that we are going to talk about is an exercise on the objects in JavaScript. So stay tuned.